welcome. Now, our spiritual energy system is getting an upgrade into the elevated order, and this has to do with purification. And right now, there's a connection to your dreams and transforming them. But transforming them, well, it rains. Learning how to dance in the rain. And enjoying it. This has to do with enjoying it and a surrender to frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, regroup, so you may approach the situation more calmly. And this is being in the right energy for this transformation of your dreams. Now, this is just a remembrance of creating your divine inheritance with the divine. It is part of an elevated order. It is part of a way of being, of becoming. And there will be some homework within the description you can check out. And this is just really honoring that our divine inheritance, which we came here to create, the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles, is connected to God. And the work that you're doing here with God, that we're all doing here with God when we come together. And it is an elevated order, but it's natural. And last time we met up, we talked about how we're looking at all this data. We're in the time of looking at all this data. We're in a time of investigation thanks to Pisces season. We're investigating the positive within the negative. And yes, that also means seeing the negative within the positive, because you're whole. Surrender the habit of people-pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. And this is part of being centered. This is part of healing this frustration. Going back to the center of self. Remember, the frequency of authenticity is the most powerful. And this is about manifesting. And when you're manifesting, you're using your electromagnetic energy fields and your energy centers. And staying centered to your authentic self, who you came here to be. And remember, it's against the program. So the programs, because there's more than one, these programs, they're going to act up when your authentic self is present. And it's staying centered with God. It's healing through that frustration. As you move into the elevated order, quote unquote, level up. It's healing with wrath. And that's why we've been laser focusing on healing the digestive tract and working with the force of will and not forcing yourself. There's a healing here. There's a healing with the feminine. There's a healing with nurture of self, with self-love and application of self-love. To just understand, you're not always forcing yourself. And then two, looking at your patterns. Are you not doing anything because you're just forcing yourself? Because it's how you treat yourself. And it's time, we're in the time to treat yourself with love. And this is how you heal with the devil energies. Because remember, that's a tool that we take back as a collective, is time. Time is no longer ruling our lives. We've taken back time, and it's our time. And we're healing, we're taking care of ourselves. When we take back time, there's a time for connection. There's a time for love. There's a time for rest and rejuvenation. We're not always go, go, go. We're not always force, force, force. We're not always do, do, do. We're not doing to be. We're being to do. We're reversing it now. We've lived in so many times of doing to be. Okay. Now we're gonna be to do. Because that's what's going to restore balance. Surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off, simultaneously nurturing you. Okay, so look, we can't do everything ourselves. You need help. And that can be God's help too. That can be nature's help. The forces of creation. This is connected to love and partnerships. And the last time we met up, we were discussing about there's a decision to be made in love and going over all of this data. And you'll be able to find that message. You haven't checked it out yet in the link or at the channel. Now, the main messages that have already come through is the Ace of Swords and the Star. And this has something to do with the seasons. This clarity is being given within the seasons and a connection to the parade of planets within the heavens and our chakra systems, with an activation of the Prince of Pentacles, and this has to do with understanding manifestation and understanding manifestation in the dark with the connection to rest and the feminine. There's a time, there's a natural application of growth here because of this rest. It's part of growth. It's part of being whole. And it's connected to what the star has to say in love. And that's with a direct message of beloved radical acceptance. This has to do with repairing the body, mind, and spirit connection. We've been talking about this. It has to do with a laser focus on how you treat the body. How you treat your body is directly connected to God and the pineal gland and a pineal gland activation. But it's happening through the guts, the solar plexus, with a connection to the sacral and root earth star activation. Deep diver, diving into a task. This is Pisces. Thank you, Pisces season. And this has to do with needing direction. Remember, this is an elevated order. There's a divine order to this, and it's natural patterns. Not artificial patterns, natural patterns. And in order to see natural patterns reflected back to you, where's the best place to see that? Is within nature. This is getting busy with creation. So getting busy with creation. And I'm missing the book for that right now. So there's a reason why. You are the magic. These dogs sure are magical. Okay. Nice. Of course, the Eight of Wands, this fast-moving energy that we've been speaking about. We spoke about it even last time we met up with the King of Wands. This is activated with that full moon in Leo. And the creation of peace, right? Within the Four of Swords. The message is to rest. And look, that's what's happening within Judgment. There's the elevated order officially. And you know what's funny? I never use these tarot cards. I was even thinking about it today. Like, I never use these cards. There's so many cards. And then when, you know, we meet up here, thank you, God. You can see why. These cards were picked. Look at that. There's the elevated order right there. So we follow our intuition, right? Our signs and synchronicities. The sleepers. So look, there's an activation within sleep. I love it. So there's an activation within dream time. Like, this is how we got here. This is how we got here today. There's an activation within dream time in order to heal with this conflict that's caught within the third eye, within the mind's eye, because it's caught really within the heart. But it's caught really within the solar plexus. The sun. Your solar plexus. This has to do with not forcing yourself and resting to do, but being first. Okay? Crown games, right use of power. There's that elevated order. The right use of personal power. With Fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. Divine timing has a play at this. With gathering around the power of community coming together. And the Watchers. Transpersonal. There's the transformation is achieved right here, and this is where we're going to start next time we meet up. Until then, I am sending it to you, those good healing vibes. Much love. Take care. And we'll see you then.